Have you ever looked at a quiet child and wondered what's going on in their mind? Maybe it's your own child, a student, or a child you know. In a world that often rewards the loudest voice and the most outgoing personality, the shy child can be a mystery. We see them hanging back, we see them hesitate, and sometimes, we worry. We label them shy, timid, reserved. But what if I told you that shyness isn't a flaw? It's not a switch to be flipped off. It's a complex, fascinating, and deeply rich psychological landscape. Today, we are not just going to talk about the shy child. We are going to step into their world. We are going to understand the gears turning in their minds, the incredible strengths hidden beneath the quiet exterior, and how we, as parents, teachers, and caregivers, can become gardeners for their unique spirit, not mechanics trying to fix them. So, get comfortable, because we're about to go deep. What is actually happening inside? Is shyness just a choice? Far from it. Psychology and neuroscience show us that shyness is often an intricate dance between temperament, biology, and environment. Shy children often have a highly sensitive amygdala. Think of the amygdala as the body's built-in alarm system. It's constantly scanning for threats. In a shy child, this alarm system is like a superpowered, ultra-sensitive smoke detector. It doesn't just go off for a fire, it might go off for someone just lightly toasting a bagel. So, in a new social situation, a birthday party, a new school, even just saying hello to a stranger, that amygdala screams danger. It floods their system with stress hormones like cortisol. Their heart might race, their palms sweat, they might feel frozen. This isn't them being difficult, this is a primal, physiological response. But wait, there's more. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and moderating social behavior, is working overtime in these children. They are not just experiencing fear, they are processing. They are analyzing every possible outcome. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they laugh at me? What if I don't know what to do next? So, you have this internal battle. The screaming alarm of the amygdala and the over-analytical, cautious prefrontal cortex. The result? What we see on the outside: hesitation, silence, retreat. This biological predisposition is what we call temperament. It's the wiring they are born with, and it's incredibly powerful, because they are so busy processing internally. The inner world of a shy child is often breathtakingly rich. While an outgoing child might be learning by doing and talking, the shy child is learning by observing and reflecting. They are the ultimate scientists of human behavior. From the safety of the sidelines, they are noticing the subtle social cues that everyone else misses. They see the slight frown on a friend's face that signals hurt. They notice the teacher's tired eyes. They understand the unspoken rules of the playground hierarchy. Their inner monologue isn't empty, it's a constant, running commentary. It's a novel being written, a movie being directed, a complex machine being built, piece by piece, in their mind. This is why so many shy children are incredibly creative, artistic, and develop deep, passionate interests. They have the capacity for intense focus. They aren't being antisocial, they are being pro-deeply social in a context they can control. Their social interactions are often one-on-one, or in small, trusted groups, where the noise is lower and the connections can be profound. The challenge is that this magnificent inner universe is often completely invisible to the outside world. And when we push them to just go play, or speak up, it feels to them like we are asking them to tear down their entire safe, beautifully constructed world and step into a chaotic, overwhelming storm. And this brings us to a crucial point. With the best of intentions, we often fall into traps that can inadvertently make things harder for a shy child. Let's break down a few of these. When we constantly introduce our child by saying, "Oh, don't mind her, she's just shy," we are doing two things. First, we are defining their identity around this one trait. Second, we are giving them a script to follow. They internalize the label, "I am a shy person, therefore I do not talk to new people." It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is perhaps the most common mistake. Putting a child on the spot in front of an audience magnifies their fear 100 times over. Now, it's not just the social interaction they fear, but the public failure and the disappointment in your eyes. The fight or flight response kicks in, and flight, or freeze, almost always wins. Why can't you be more like your sister? Or, look at all the other kids having fun. Comparisons are poison to a shy child's soul. They don't provide motivation, they provide proof of their own inadequacy. It tells them that their natural way of being is wrong. Forcing a child into a social situation they are terrified of is like throwing someone who can't swim into the deep end. Without the proper tools and gradual exposure, it's more likely to cause trauma than build confidence. It reinforces the amygdala's belief that social situations equals danger. So, if we shouldn't label, pressure, compare, or force, what should we do? I like to think of it as being a gardener, not a carpenter. A carpenter tries to cut and shape the wood into a predetermined design. A gardener provides the right soil, water, and sunlight for a unique seed to grow into its own strongest, most beautiful self. Stop using the word shy. Instead, use words that describe their strengths. He's a wonderful observer. She likes to take her time to warm up in new situations. He's very thoughtful about what he says. She has a rich inner world. This isn't just sugarcoating, it's accurately describing the positive aspects of their temperament. Don't push them across the river, build a bridge for them. At a party, instead of saying, go play, say, let's go watch what they're doing. Stand with them. Then, you can narrate, oh, look, they're playing tag. It looks like fun. Then, you can become a translator. Jessica looks like she might want to play too. Could we ask if you can join in the next round? You are providing a safe, supported on-ramp to the social highway. The unknown is terrifying, make it known. Before a new situation, talk about it. Tomorrow, we're going to Grandma's house. Uncle Bob will be there. He might ask you about school. What could you tell him? Role-play it. This gives them a cognitive script to follow, reducing the amygdala's panic because the situation is no longer completely novel. Honor their slow-to-warm-up nature. Give them the gift of time. Don't expect them to dive in. Let them know it's perfectly okay to just sit and watch for a while. Often, after 30 to 45 minutes of observation, they will feel secure enough to tentatively join in. Respect their process. This is the most powerful tool of all. What is their spark? Is it dinosaurs, space, drawing, coding, animals? Pour fuel on that fire. This is where their confidence is built. In mastering a domain they love, they develop a sense of competence and self-worth that becomes an internal anchor. This confidence can then, slowly, start to seep into social situations, especially when they find their tribe, other kids who share their passion. The shy child is not a broken extrovert. They are not a project to be fixed. They are the observers, the thinkers, the deep feelers, the creators. In a world of constant noise, their quietness is not a weakness. It is a different kind of strength. It is the strength of depth over breadth, of reflection over impulse, of profound connection over superficial chatter. Our job is not to change the core of who they are. Our job is to provide the safety, the understanding, and the support that allows their unique, incredible self to unfold in its own time, in its own way. When we do that, we don't just get a child who can function in social situations. We get to witness the full, breathtaking bloom of a human being who thinks deeply, feels intensely, and changes the world from the inside out. If this resonated with you, if you saw a child you love in this video, I would be so grateful if you would give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to see it, a parent, a teacher, a grandparent. This is just the beginning of the conversation. I want to hear from you in the comments. What are your experiences? What strategies have worked for you? What questions do you still have? Let's build a supportive community right here. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into understanding the amazing minds of children. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. Now, go and be a gardener.